For decades, the European Union stood as the shining example of peace, prosperity, and global unity. But behind the headlines, a dangerous fracture is spreading. The warning came from the top. JPMorgan CEO Jamie Dimon declared, "Europe has a real problem." A problem rooted not in conflict, but in paralysis. This is the wall, not the Berlin Wall, but the bureaucratic wall. An endless maze of red tape, regulatory documents, and layers of governance designed to smother risk, but which ultimately smothered growth. The result is a monumental failure of economics. In 2 decades, Europe has fallen from 90% of America's GDP to a dismal 65%. This decline is not accidental. This is the $10 trillion cost of allowing bureaucracy to become the master of the market. If this trend is not reversed, Dimon warns, we may write a book about how the West was lost. The cost is quantified in lost innovation. Every new startup, every digital revolution, is choked by regulatory chains before it can even breathe. Capital, the lifeblood of growth, flees the continent. Investment funds are not staying to fight the paperwork. They are streaming towards the efficiency of America and the speed of Asia. This bureaucratic nightmare acts like a corrosive acid, dissolving the simplicity of the digital market and driving away the very business it claims to protect. The gap is widening. The competition is fast, sleek, and dynamic. Europe is slow, heavy, and locked behind its own institutional inefficiency. The decline is not just economic, it is geopolitical. A weak economy translates directly into a weak defense. Regulatory complexity has paralyzed military coordination and expenditure, leaving defense systems symbolically stuck in red tape. Energy independence is compromised, with vital pipelines delivering only vulnerability and coal dependency. While the West enjoys sunshine and speed, the European continent is shrouded in a slow-moving, debilitating storm. The common values of the alliance are being quietly exchanged for short-term political gains, piece by piece. The greatest danger is fragmentation. The common market unity built after 2 world wars is beginning to violently repel itself. This is the precise world scenario that adversaries want. A divided Europe, where strong entities like China can easily overpower scattered nations through bilateral negotiations. Dimon's starkest warning. This fragmentation leads to a geopolitical atmosphere reminiscent of the world before World War I, every nation for itself. The foundation of the Western alliance is being digitally erased, leaving only a void. The economic tectonic plates are moving, and the continent is visibly starting to split under the pressure. The fate of Europe is not just a European problem. A collapsing Europe means a weakened Western chain for America. The isolationist approach, the America First perspective, is a trap. A broken alliance will hurt the US more than any other nation. The common values of democracy, trade, and economic strength demand that the American capability be used to urge Europe towards self-correction and reform. The geopolitical chessboard is active. The US must act now, before its allies crumble and its adversaries advance too far. The question remains, and the answer depends on the coming decade. Will we act now?